I'm Mr. Seattle. If there's an event going on, I'll be there. Hi, Chris Novoselic, bass player for Nirvana. What do you do? We're going to play in Buenos Aires, Argentina on October 30th. And we're going to go play a benefit for world Nazis. The Nazi on the run, old folks home, you know. They're getting old and frail, you know. All the gold they looted has kind of been spent away. What's that?
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Yeah, but there's no Nazis on the run there, see.
How do you feel though about the crossover into the metal market?
That's fine. Yeah. Well, maybe we could, a few of those kids, they could go from worshiping Satan to being studious and alternative. And some of the alternative people could be like smoking pot on their Camaro hoods of their Camaros.
It'll be a
Camaro hoods. It'll be a trade-off, yeah. It'll be join forces, unite all potheads and bookworms. Come together.
Okay, now
That's our rally cry of our revolution.
Get off that soapbox.
No.
Dangerous, insane situation to have 8,000 people in this, just crammed into a hall like sardines. I mean, it's unnatural. We were worried about child's penis on the cover of our album, that some retailers wouldn't stock it just because of that, you know? That's the way people think in America, the moralists, you know? Some morals.
And how could people like this?
Well, turn on the TV set. Everybody watches garbage on TV, so why do they listen to garbage music?
Yeah.
Right?
People like it.
People vote for garbage politicians.
And what about the audience? Do you think that they would like this band?
Well, they're going to pay a ticket to see the band. I hope they like it. Or they're just throwing their money away. Unless they come to jeer us and throw us rotten vegetables at us, fruit, and eggs.
What do you think about your big success now?
What do I think about our big success? Well, I got a lot of bright lights in my eyes, a lot of photographers and cameras breathing down my neck. I just wanted to drink a beer and find some stationery. It's ridiculous if you think about it. I think even the people who participated in that, they're all in their 50s now, they look back at all the excess of the 70s and it was just gross. I think they probably even shudder when they think of it. It's just, I just couldn't see myself doing anything like that. It's not realistic, you know.
It's kind of a sick system. Just, they came up with this tag, alternative music, you know, because traditionally in rock and roll, the new movements would come up and knock the old guys off the top, you know, and it'd just be the new happening thing, because rock and roll is constantly recreating itself. Well, this new movement was coming up, and so instead of knocking the old guard off, they just labeled it alternative, and it just kind of moved to the side. Well, now it's starting to run parallel with the old stuff, so I think it's going to move over and knock it off the precipice into oblivion.
Without making it like sweeping statement or generalization, the people of your age, you're seeing them changing, because I don't know the youth of America. I don't know what's happening in their head.
Smarter.
It's a good record.
Kids are a lot smarter. I'm totally convinced. The average 18-year-old is a lot smarter than they were when I was an 18-year-old.
You think so?
I'm convinced.
In what way?
I sort of wonder.
What kind of smartness?
They're just more aware. They're more jaded and cynical. They're more aware of injustice. They've learned from their parents' mistakes.
American youth have had it all on a silver platter. They've been eating ice cream out of a bowl this big. It seems like the mainstream is very consistent in like blandness, being bland, like bland, boring TV shows, bland, boring bands, bland, boring blockbuster movies. It's all very consistent.
When it comes to like mainstream and commercialism, it's sort of like no one's willing to take a chance because it's a risk of money. You know, that's why you've had the same bunch of crap on MTV for the past 6 years or whatever. You know?
Right.
I mean, it just comes down to money, and people aren't willing. You know, it's not a feasible business move. You know,
it's a vicious circle. Is actually these people who are trying to make money is they they play it really safe, and they take like a demographic survey. So they survey all these the papal hierarchy in the Vatican. I mean, they survey all these people and say, like, what do you like? What do you want to see? And they've been fed garbage, so that's all they know. And they say, we want more garbage. So they give them the garbage. They survey them again, and it's all this garbage. The next thing you know, you have this full landfill full of diapers and styrofoam. And that's mainstream culture, is a soiled Pamper diaper in a Big Mac container.
We always try to convey a sense of humor across, because it is, after all, only entertainment. You know what I mean? And to be ensnarled in the music industry, the music business, to take things so seriously, it's just like, well, jeepers creepers. You know, we're this is a luxury. I mean, we eat every day. We can buy appliances and cars, you know, and to take something like that so seriously, it's just, I couldn't imagine it.
It's just
All the story press is like perspective. They got to get perspective on something, like in Rolling Stone. And how many perspectives have we read about the 60s? The 60s, what it meant, and where we are as like baby boomers and all this shit. It's like perspective and story and like revisionism. It's just fucking, who knows what is after that, you know? You read all this crap.
So when you come to Croatia, like it's like, it is like a homecoming, right?
No, there's like avenues open. Yeah.
Is that a big thing when the avenue is open in Croatia?
I don't know. I'm writing for this magazine called Arcsan or something like that. It's like the leading opposition newspaper. So I'm like writing for it. And it's most smart ass shit, like total like Boris Yeltsin, the whole cold turkey. Capitalism, just like I totally dash it all.
So you're writing inflammatory political tracts, and you're going to visit. You're going to visit. I see.
Oh, totally, because that's all it is. That's all that journalism is, like yellow journalism.
True.
It's yellow journalism rancid with pro-government propaganda.
So you're not afraid of just being like executed or something when you go back? I mean, I would be.
Another bullet with your name on it.
That's why I'm going. I'm a Novoselic. I'm a Novoselic. I mean.
I'm afraid no Serb. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I know what's going on over there. I don't have to explain it.
How serious do you take all these cliches and standards of the business and the roles people play?
Oh, well, I just think of like the wrestling industry, like WWF, World whatever Federation Wrestling, and there's like Hulk Hogan and all those Rowdy Piper. And can you imagine all the politics going on in there, you know? Well, he's going to win this match, but see, he has to lose this match, and well, they're going to be on this TV show. And it's just like, wow, all the drama, all the egos, personalities, the World Federation Wrestling. It's like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of, I could talk about Nirvana for hours. But what could I say? I'm very proud of Nirvana. And when people stop me all the time and recognize me, like, you're the bass player in Nirvana, right? You're Chris. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, thank you so much. That music means so much to me. And I always use that as an opportunity to remember Kurt Cobain, because his artistic vision, and then he was such a driven artist, and that's my opportunity to say that's for you, dude. And so that's my regret that Kurt Cobain isn't alive and didn't live, and he was a wonderful person, and he deserved a fulfilling life.